Alright, I return now. Alright. Scanned the entrance hall for a good place to begin cleaning. I have to pull myself together, but I just can't bring myself to get started like I usually can. I just wish I could find something, anything, to distract me. In that instant, I thought of the sketchbook in my pocket. Yesterday's drawing. Looking over it again, it's a total mess. Still, drawing never fails to soothe me. Maybe I should draw something from scratch instead of recreating something I've already seen. This felt like how I used to pass time when I first arrived. Cleaning, followed by bursts of inspiration to draw whatever was on my mind. Alright, let's go over here. I haven't bothered too much with the inside of the refrigerator. I hope that's okay. I'm sure Sui is keeping an eye on the food. It's so nice and cool. Wait, when did we get so many fresh eggs? Some fresh egg over rice sounds really good right about now. Okay, I just need an egg and rice. Oh, hang on, something's coming to me. If you gave this to a dog who hates eggs, I would totally say don't put any doggone egg on my rice. Ahaha, ahaha. I shouldn't be laughing, but I can't help it. It's so silly, but I kinda like it. This could be a pretty good joke. No, it's kinda bad. Looks pretty cloudy out there. I guess it's going to be a quiet and still day. Come to think of it, I haven't seen a single cat or dog since I arrived. With such a wide open space, you'd think at least one or two of them would have found their way onto the premises by now. Alright, that window frame is now totally dust-free. Huh? Strange shadow fell across the table. It seemed to have two long ears, like a rabbit. Am I sure this looks like a rabbit? Well, who cares? I'll just pretend it's napping on the table. It's so peaceful. I think this one looks extra cute. Hang on. Now that I get a good look at it, this rabbit kind of looks like Miss Aria. I don't know if I can bear to enter the drawing room yet. I can still picture her there, covered in blood. My chest got tight just thinking about it. I know that I can't avoid it forever. I need to get used to it. The sooner, the better. Ouch, the pencil in my pocket just poked me. That's quite a colorful spine. What book is this? The Young Lady's Book of Illustrations. Gosh, it's adorable. I feel like I've seen this cute, stylish girl somewhere before. Did this woman illustrate for a girl's magazine by chance? Oh, it'd be wonderful to make a living creating art like this. I wonder if anything here will spark some drawing inspiration. Nope, not a single thing. If someone said they don't want some doggone egg, I just want to put extra egg on. Bad joke. Looks like we have some rice. Should I make some egg over rice then? Or maybe... I debated it for a while longer, but in the end I couldn't resist the temptation of those fresh eggs. So I made some egg over rice and ate it all by myself. I should wash and bleach my dust rag. What a pain. Yeah, it might not be a lot of interesting things on the second round. Oh, the silhouette is gone. Yeah, it's been moving. Just in case, though, we'll finish the other 2 rooms. Wow, I thought this shelf full of thin books was a collection of movie programs or something, but it looks like they're all comics written in English. What is this one about? What is this guy? Some sort of spider hero? It looks interesting, but I can't understand any of this. Ooh, I wonder who that comic is about. Spider hero doesn't sound familiar at all. Nope. My pencil. It sucks. It went under the shelf. Hope I can still reach it. Yes, got it. It's covered in dust. I need to make sure I clean these little nooks and crannies. Maybe wrapping a cloth around a broom handle will do the trick. Excuse me. It calmed me down a bit. I wonder if Miss Aria would like the picture I've drawn. This day feels like it would never end. I really want to see her. Apologize as soon as I can. Oh, excuse me. Come to think of it, she never did get out of bed today. I hope she's not upset with me. What if she's despondent? What would I even do if she made me leave? I know my thoughts would certainly take a turn for the worse if I were shut up in a dark room, staring at the ceiling. But she's used to it, right? Besides, this is far from the first day she's been too unwell to leave her bed. Amane came home early. Whether it was out of concern for Aria or not, I couldn't say. He peeked into her room, saw she was sleeping peacefully, then shuffled back into the hall. It's not like she said that she'd only speak with Mr. Amane, though, so I'm not the only one she's deliberately holding at arm's length, I hope. I should just go to bed. I'm sure I'll be able to have a proper conversation with her tomorrow. Someone's making noise in the next room. I wonder if Miss Aria's awake. I thought she might get upset with me if I tried to check in on her. But if I did, there was still a chance I'd get to speak with her. There wasn't no chance in hell I could go to sleep once I had that idea in my head. Miss Aria? I'm coming in. Miss Aria? The room was completely dark. I couldn't even make out her silhouette on the bed. Following the source of the sound, my eyes fixated on the door of her dressing room, which was slightly ajar. I immediately got goosebumps for reasons I couldn't explain. I wobbled as I took a step back, like I was ready to flee. Could she be in the preparation room? She can't be making an amulet at this hour, right? Mr. Amane wouldn't do that to her after she spent all day in bed, would he? Miss Aria? Mr. Amane? I called out timidly. No response. They probably didn't hear me, or maybe they aren't even there at all? I should have checked the bathroom first. With this thought in mind, I turned to leave the dressing room. As I did, I spotted a section of wall that looked different from the rest and stopped in my tracks. My Dahlia. She actually hung it up on the wall. When? Did Miss Aria put it up there herself? Oh my goodness, my heart is so full. She holds me in such high regard, and here I was worrying myself sick. I want to see her right now. Miss Aria? That sound definitely came from the preparation room. I pushed aside the clothes covering the entrance and reached for the door. It's Ichiko. I was just concerned about you, Miss Aria. Can I come in? Nobody's here either. Then what on earth made that noise? The light is on. Somebody must be... What? I took a single step forward and heard a splash. I looked down to see blood splattered every which way where I had put my foot down. What? Why is the floor covered in blood? I had a terrible feeling about all of this. I noticed something I couldn't bear to look at in the corner of my vision, off to the right. Red. So much red. I clenched my fist as I tried to steady myself, then turned toward the horror that awaited me. Then, as I turned... No, this can't be. I saw Aria lying in a blood-soaked bed. She had been stabbed multiple times, and her dress was shredded and soaked with blood. Miss Aria? Miss Aria! I heard a rustling as I approached the bed. A plastic sheet? The bed beneath Arya's body was wrapped in plastic sheets to keep it from getting stained. Blood pooled in its grooves and spilled down onto the floor. No. Please wake up. Miss Aria! I carefully rolled her onto her side to prevent her from suffocating. I felt the faintest hint of breath on my finger as I lifted her head. Wake up. Please. What should I do? She's... Someone's coming. Forgive me. Miss Aria. Fighting against chokehold of fear, my entire body shook as I sank to my knees and crawled under the bed. My hands flew up to my mouth to stifle my grunts and groans. What in the world is happening? Someone entered the room. There was a small gap between the bed cover and the floor. I could just about make out their feet. A man's feet. My apologies. I knew it. I desperately wanted to be wrong. I was right. I appreciate your patience. Aria. It's Mr. Amane. Got some sort of side story. The fuck is he doing to her? Chapter 4. Yeah, we need to get her out of here. We need to get her away from him. He is crazy. It was a still afternoon. Stray hairs clung to my sweaty skin. The setting sun refused to take the heat with it. Only the palms of my hands were cool, despite me massaging Miss Aria's arms. Ichiko. Aria. It's Aria. You're heavy, Ichiko. I'm so sorry. Is your back okay? My back. My back is fine. You are just a little heavy, that's all. Relax. You weren't in danger of injuring me. Aria then lifted herself up and let out a small yawn. So stupid. I spent half the day thinking about this and that, and now here I am, getting things wrong right from the start. She stared idly out the window, combing her fingers through her hair. They passed easily through her silky, untangled strands, which fell gracefully down upon her chest. Her back isn't bloody, and the bed isn't stained. Her perfectly clean white dress made me feel utterly delusional, like I hadn't just witnessed those horrible things the night before. I know I'm not delusional, though. The wounds on her back were no doubt still there, hidden under her dress. Miss Aria let out a sound as though she just remembered something, and lifted the hem of her skirt up above her knees. There were many layers of bandages and gauze wrapped around her thigh. All of these should have been removed yesterday morning. This is Mr. Amane's doing. I wonder if they arrived safely. I made amulets with my father last night. One of our believers passed away, so we needed to prepare a lot of them. I was supposed to put the bottles into bags, but apparently I lost consciousness midway through. I just hope they were delivered safely. I see. So that's what Mr. Amane called her away for. She feels no pain, so she didn't even know about the wounds on her back. She thought she passed out in the middle of making the amulets, and felt bad that she lost consciousness. So horrible. I feel like I'm going to puke. But I can't. I have to keep it a secret. I can't possibly tell her something so terrible. How does she have so much blood? I don't know. I don't know. This is why I'm convinced she has to be a vampire. Well, so the thing is, she got this really bad cut on her leg. And then, well, I think 3 days later is when we found her with her back all fucked up. And that her back happened last night, I think. I think that's what the timeline is. But still, like, she heals really fast, which doesn't... don't think there is a medical disease like that. Her other symptoms can be explained away. The other things she's mentioned? Yeah, it's not. But she heals really fast. So, like, the wound on her leg is basically gone, and it's only been three or 4 days. That's why I think she's a vampire. Nah, I don't think so. Vibing in an empty house alone? Drawing, talking to the mices? Then how am I surviving? Where am I actually eating? What am I actually eating? I can't. I have to keep it a secret. I can't possibly tell her something so terrible. Ichiko, you're sweating. You really are upset, aren't you? Do you not want me to touch you? No, not it at all. I was just surprised, that's all. Yesterday, you wouldn't even look at me. That, I must admit, it's because I do not often feel such a stirring of emotion. I wasn't quite sure how I felt myself. Sorry about that. Miss Aria. I was not at my best. To be perfectly honest, I find parties really exhausting. I can't stand talking about things that will happen someday with someone I've never met, and will never meet again. Even describing it sounds empty and pointless, doesn't it? That's why I was still incredibly irritated when we crossed paths. Therefore, I want you to forget everything I said to you that night. It won't do you any good to take it seriously, no matter how forcefully I might have said it. I see. What about the things you said to me in the drawing room the other day? The other day? What did I say to you? I don't remember much from before I lost consciousness. But then, I'm sure you're not liar. You totally remember. You got mad at me. You're still mad at me, even 3 days after the party. That's why I'm apologizing for that now. That's so weird. Why would you apologize? I was in the wrong. I was a stupid little girl, and here you are apologizing to me. Did you just say stupid twice? Yeah, because I am. I had no idea what I was saying at that party. And then you got stabbed, and to that point, I had no idea what was going on. I only ever care about my own feelings and comfort, and how others see you, or how you actually feel. Your body and mine aren't my own, so I pretend not to see what was happening. But the more I think about it, the more similar we are. Are we? Different people, but aren't we still the same? We both fear the touch of strangers we don't like. Whether it hurts or doesn't matter one bit. No one should be allowed to just have their way with somebody else's body. I'm sorry, Miss Aria. I'm so sorry. I pretended not to know. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I can't stand myself. I can't stand the fact that I let awful things happen to you. I planned to say all of this calmly, but I could already feel the tears streaming down my face. I relaxed even one bit, I know I would never stop sobbing. You hate being treated like a child, and yet you cry and carry on like this. I'm not crying because I'm a child. Adults cry too. Yes, you're right. Sometimes they do. You say that like you're talking to a child. Sorry. Please forgive me, Ichiko. I wasn't trying to draw that out of you. I'm so much older than you, yet I acted so immaturely. I don't fully understand why I said what I did. In any case, it was not your burden to bear. I didn't stand to gain anything by making you upset. But something was vexing me, and I took it out on you. 33, if I recall correctly. Aria is. Aria's 33. Our character Ichiko is 16 or 17, if I recall correctly. Now here I am feeling better as I watch you cry. I'll certainly be going to hell when I die. Excuse me. That was the one big reveal with Aria. We thought she was around our age, but she's actually 33. She has a disease where she's stopped aging, which I know that one is legit. Because I've seen it mentioned before, so I can't remember. I think Ichiko... I think Ichigo was 17 or 18. Or no, 16, 17. Or you're correct and she's a vampire and she's actually like 1,000. Well, like we already was kind of sus about her age because we were finding pictures of her when she was younger and they were from before the war. Like I want to say they were from like late 1930? And it's like 1960 some right now, if I recall correctly. So yeah, we were already sus about her age, but like when she finally admitted it to us, she said she was around 33-ish. It's fine. I'm not going to die that easily, you know? But yeah, I mentioned this last time. Like, there are two medical, like, her symptoms. Some of them are legit. Like I said, the aging thing. I know that is an actual medical condition. And her not being able to feel pain. I know that is also a medical condition. But her healing extraordinarily fast, like, I don't know what specifically said how much faster she heals than normal people. I feel like the amount of time, it would take her like half the amount of time. Like if someone's wound takes like 6 days, hers would only take like 3. Not entirely sure though, they haven't really gone into that. She heals faster than most people. But I don't think that is a medical condition. That's why I think she's more likely a vampire. You're right. No. Aria's eyes narrowed gently. She reached out and swept a stray strand of hair from my bun back behind my ear. Finally, get to see her eyes soften when she looks at me again. But what was it she said? She wouldn't gain anything by making me upset? What can I do for you from now on? Are there any changes I can make for you? Nothing needs to change. So long as you care for me, so long as you wish to be near me, that is all I need. My body was made to save people, and so that is what I will do. That's not going to change. Made to save people. That was the thought that crossed her mind as she sat on the shredded bed, onto which she was so carelessly discarded. She was willing to let her own heart be shredded, if it meant she could save others. Maybe God really did give her this special body. But is it really her duty to save these people? The same people who slash, stab, and break her? Who would grope at her and cover her in filth in the name of their own salvation? Does Mr. Amane think she should save these people, despite everything they've done? Don't look so sad, Ichiko. I'm happy. Everyone fears death, but I will not die. I am stronger than all of these people, and so I fear nothing. So you needn't worry about me. You don't have to change yourself, or anything else for that matter. Miss Aria. That was it. Everything was fine. In my head, I gently whispered to myself that I could go on accepting whatever came down the road. Unless it was inconvenient for me, personally. The one thing I didn't need to try and change was the one thing I couldn't change if I wanted to. Aria knew it, and I knew it. But is this really okay? To remain here, being a queasy bystander to these horrible things? What the hell are you doing with the lights on? I told you to go to sleep, you damned thief. All you do is shit on our goodwill. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please. Enough. My foster mother used to just stand there and watch. She always came and stroked my head after he went to bed. I always wonder why she never tried to stop him or come to my aid. I never want to become that kind of person. I can't just stand by and watch. If I never become that kind of person, it will be a small mercy. Miss Aria. What is it? Want to be by your side forever. Ichiko. But I can't just stand by and watch anymore like I used to. So please, let me assist you with making amulets. Later that night, I let the night breeze wash over me as I tried to clear my mind. I said that I'd do it. Can I actually go through with it? Seeing as Aria wasn't being forced to make amulets, and seeing as swapping my ordinary body in for hers was out of the question, I feel like I had to see it for myself. I couldn't stand to keep this at arm's length anymore. Making an amulet meant cutting into Arya's flesh with my own hands. Aria told me I didn't need to, but if I can't bring myself to do it, then I may as well just disappear from her life. If I can't do terrifying or unpleasant things, how can she ever trust me on a deeper level? I have to do this. I want to make sure I do for her all the things that nobody ever did for me. But more than all of that, I just couldn't let him control her body anymore. Why am I so worked up? What is going on? Tell me, why is blood red, Aria? Don't you think it would be better if it were clear? It's a beautiful color, of course, but there's more to it than that, isn't there? Amani kept talking to her in a cheerful tone, even though there was no reason for her to respond to any of this crap. I couldn't stop shaking. It's creaking. I'm so scared. What a horrible wound. It is truly nauseating. Her blood-stained dress landed with a damp thud on the floor that was lined with towels and plastic sheets. God knows the depth of your sin. That is why you cannot die. Do you understand? No, you don't. That's because you are a fool. But I won't cast you aside. The chick becomes a chicken. The angel becomes a monster. That is the way of things. But I will remember you always, my former angel. I am just tired of so many things, but I will never abandon you, nor will I leave this earth before you. I will be there to see you off when you leave this world. That is my promise to you, Aria. Yeah. We'll see where it goes from here. But I'm a little worried as to what he could be doing to her while she's unconscious. It is very, very concerning. Especially since, you know, her dress is not on now, apparently. Yeah. I hate him now. I don't like him anymore. He seems like such a nice, gentle person, and then we see this and we're like, you're a fucking creep. You're a psychopath. This is what I was expecting. I was expecting this kind of shit from the get-go. Yes, this is the Sukai. This is our employer. So yeah. Again, we'll have to see how this goes, but I feel like you had a bad feeling about him. Is he too nice? Is that why? See, I feel like I only had a bad feeling about him at the beginning was from the opening sequence. The opening sequence there's this painting of him, and there's like skulls all around him, and he has like a half mask, so if I can find the picture, I could like post it some. I haven't heard any of the dialogue, he just looked too nice. It's always the nice guys who are absolute psychopaths, absolute assholes. Never mind. Because there are these little pictures I'm getting. I don't know if there's a way for me to, like, see them. I don't know. We don't even know if he probably did stuff to her, but it's gonna be implied. My heart was beating so fast I thought it would explode. At this time last night, I hid under the preparation room's bed for over an hour. I silently watched everything for what felt like an eternity. The images I saw through that small gap between the bed and the floor were burned into my mind. I thought back on all the times Amane had ever talked to or laughed with Aria, and it filled me with rage all over again. I knew there were things I still didn't know about this religion, and yet. Sometime after the lights went out, I crawled out from under the bed. The preparation room was perfectly clean, as if nothing had happened. No, that was his little secret. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Ella. Does he have some sort of sick grudge? Even so, no normal person would do such a thing. If he left the house looking like that, he certainly wouldn't return. Whatever the case, this wasn't something people did. The speed at which he tied it up was unbelievable. This wasn't his first time, let alone his second. It was too horrible for words. She may not be dead, but she's been killed so many times. As soon as I said that under my breath, I heard a heavy metallic screech off in the distance. The gate's opening. A car slowly pulled in afterwards. The car's headlights shined brightly as it approached the entrance. A white car? Excuse me. It was the same brand new white car Sui mentioned. I completely forgot about it. There's no way he worked from the early morning until now. He was out fooling around, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that car was bought with money earned off Miss Aria's body. I was so grateful for him. Now I don't know how to feel about any of this. One thing I'm sure about is that I can't talk to Mr. Amani about anything, nor can I rely on him for anything. If he finds out I saw any of that, he might kill me. I wonder if Miss Aria's already asleep. What if he comes and peeks into her room? No, I hate this. I knew I wouldn't be able to stay by her side after that. But I couldn't stand the thought of Amane approaching Aria as she slept either. I suddenly broke out into a run. Wait, I thought you would be asleep by now, but... Ichiko? Miss Aria, you're still awake? Yes, I was reading a book. Is something the matter, Ichiko? No, I just didn't sleep. I see. Why don't you climb into bed with me? I'll tuck you in and put you to sleep. Tuck me in? I wish you'd stop teasing me. Besides, if someone found us sleeping together, we'd never hear the end of it. Why? Who's going to have a problem if I said it was okay? Come on in. My bed is very comfortable. I'm sure you'll like it. I just see a regular-ass girls' sleepover party going on. You mean it? This isn't a joke?
私が冗談なんか言っ
Have
た
I
こと
ever told a
今
joke
ま
in
で
the
あっ
time you've
た
known me?
もう今言ってるじゃないですか
You did
冗
just
談なら冗
now.
談って言って
If
くれ
this
な
is a
きゃ
joke, you have to tell
私
me.
本気
Otherwise,
にし
I
ます
really
よ
will get into your bed.
いいわ
Go
よ
ahead.
本気にして
I mean it.
お
Okay then. Excuse me.
いつこ外に出ていたの
Ichiko, were you outside?
はい
Yes, but only for a moment.
どうしてわか
How
るん
could
で
you
すか
tell?
なぜかしら
I wonder. I guess I knew because you had a
いつも
faint
の
whiff
よう
of
な
greener
感じ
whiff of greenery on you. He's mad. Because he can't sneak into Aria's room and do stuff to her. I thought I was too amped up and nervous to sleep, but before I knew it, I was out like a light. Miss Aria's scent was so strong, and when I woke
目
up,
覚ましもかけてなかったし
she doesn't
寝
set
過
her
ごしちゃう
alarm
ところ
clock,
だった
so I almost overslept. My eyes opened wide as all of the memories of the evening sent a shiver up my spine. I remembered that Aria would be sleeping there, next to me. Stole a glance at her back before I left the room, and sure enough, a number of scars were still visible. I don't think she'll have the chance to see her back in the mirror. Still, I hope they all heal while she sleeps, so she never has to see them at all. The hands on the grandfather clock inched their way towards 6:30. Amane would be making his way downstairs soon. I have to act no differently than I always have. I don't want him getting suspicious. Just go through your normal routine and clean until breakfast. Alrighty. Do the normal rotation. Twice. Miso soup is still hot. I must have just missed Sui. Hmm? There's something on the kitchen
ポケッ
table.
トに入ってたからお裾分け
Found this in my
Sui.
pocket, so I thought I'd share
Ah,
Sui. Oh,
ミルク
it's
キ
a
ャン
milk
ディーだ
candy.
これ
These
美
are
味しい
so
んだよね
tasty. Oh, it's so sweet. Ah, I agree. I love milk candies. That is the best thing with going to some Japanese restaurants, because only some of them will actually give you milk candies, but they're so good. Oh, there's still a bit of grime on this placemat. I'll have to change it and let the cleaners know. Hmm. There's not a cloud in the sky, but that definitely means that it's going to be hot. The gardener's already out there weeding. It must be tough working all day in that scorching heat. I found myself idly staring at the gardener long after that thought crossed my mind. He caught me looking. Wait, is he coming this way? Good morning.
これ
Here.
これ
Is that a flower?
トルコギ鏡食堂か玄関にでも飾るといい
Eustoma. It's a nice decoration for the entrance or dining room.
ありがとうござい
Thank
ます
you? Just like that, he's gone. A strange guy, giving people flowers with such a sour look like that. It's a lovely shade of purple, though. Eustoma. I'll have to remember that. I don't think I've ever heard of that flower before. I kind of need to look it up, though. Geraniums? No, very gentian. Another family name, or common name. I've never... They almost look like roses? Are we sure these aren't just roses? These just look like purple roses. Eh. This room's a bit chilly today. Also, there's that strange smell again. Was there incense burning during the almsgiving or something? Maybe I'm smelling the remnants of that. Hmm? Uh, good morning, Mr. Amane. Sorry, I didn't see you earlier. It's okay, you don't need to leave the room. Please go ahead and keep cleaning. This sucks. My luck must be terrible today. Of course we'd bump into each other now, of all times. I suppressed my urge to flee the scene and feigned composure the best I could. I smiled so intensely my cheeks began to cramp. Everything's fine, just shut up and turn toward the bookshelf. Calm down, the shelves just need a light dusting. Maybe the heat is getting to me, but wow, the storeroom is really messy today. Can't help but notice all the boxes piled up between the shelves and the wall. I better start by taking out all the things that are just jammed in here willy-nilly. I can organize everything after that. I reached out toward one of the boxes. Is this skinny box full of wall scrolls or something? What is this paper it's wrapped in? Tani Buncho. Is that the artist's name? This one's Kano somebody. Whatever. I'll just move this box over here for now. I moved the box out of the way to reveal a large picture frame. Several more books and papers were shoved into the small gap between the picture frame and the wall. Sheesh, what a mess. I thrusted my arm behind the shelf to try and reach the picture frame. My mind was racing as I tried to figure out who did this. One of these papers is thicker than the rest. No way. It's painting. I choked up the instant I saw what I pulled out from behind the shelf. It was the painting that changed my destiny. My painting that Amane bought at the bazaar. Why was this shoved in here? I'm less concerned with time and more with how you feel. Watercolors, oil paints, whatever you want. If you're interested in something, you should give it a try. You have real talent. I have that painting I bought when we first met proudly hanging up at work. I can't believe it. Was he lying to me when he said he hung it up? Why did he buy it then? Did he bring me here? I have to put all of this back. Exactly the way it was. Yeah, he's definitely a psycho. We're almost out of salt. I should grab a new one. You're kidding me. There's a Tenkenkai mark on this bottle. How did I never notice that before? I didn't realize they were involved in so many businesses. I don't think I'll have much of an appetite today. The outside of the sunroom is a mess. These are cigar ashes. When did he smoke out here? What's this? There's a small stain on the floor. I think this is blood. It's not coming out. How many years has this gone on, Miss Aria? My chest gets tight anytime I think about it. My chest hurts. Why am I even here? I don't understand anything anymore. Yes, one. We haven't had branching questions in a bit. My painting sat there the whole time. He should have thrown it away if he didn't want it. I stopped cleaning and headed to the kitchen to serve breakfast. I felt completely hollow inside. At that moment, Amane came walking down the stairs.
Amane-san.
Miss Amane. The fear I felt in that moment had a vice grip on my heart.
Ichiko-kun.
I'm sorry, Ichiko, but I won't be needing breakfast this morning either. I must get going.
そうですか。
Okay,
では
I'll walk you to the
玄関まで。
entrance then.
いいんだ。仕事を
No
続けて
need.
くれ。
Just keep doing what you were doing. I'll see you later. He flashed a smile and made his way to the door. I bowed slightly in response. He's as creepy as ever, that's for sure. How could he do that to Miss Aria? How could he lie to me through his teeth? But still...
Ichiko-kun。
Ichiko.
はい、なんで
Yes?
しょう。
What is it?
今日は天気がいい。玄関の掃除も。
It's a lovely day today. Would you please clean around the main entrance outside?
かしこまりました。
Yes, of course. Amane's smile used to feel so calm and warm. Now it was eerie and ominous. He hadn't changed, of course. I was just seeing all of this with a different perspective now. All he does is lie. I felt like I'd been stabbed in the heart with a long, thin needle. It continued to push its way into my chest, deeper and deeper. It didn't matter now that I knew. It didn't matter that I now knew he was a man capable of absolute cruelty, or that he completely lacked compassion. Just knowing that I fell for his lies every time he complimented me was painful enough. I knew getting upset with myself wasn't worth it, and yet there I was. So stupid. I was just looking for a housemaid who would get along with Miss Aria. Everything he said was just him trying to move things along so I'd agree to take the job. I never even questioned it. I just totally fell for it. All the compliments, all the talk about learning a trade. It sounded too good to be true, but he meant it. I was used to adults who just used or ignored me because they didn't care. But I had no idea there were people out there who only had the capacity for kindness because they didn't care. I had to get out, but I couldn't figure out how. The needle shoving its way into my heart was now twisting and swirling around. It hurt so much. It didn't hurt like getting punched. It was a dark, empty pain that swallowed everything it touched.
ね
Hey,
本当にも
are
ういい
you
の
really done with that?
はい、大丈夫です。
Oh,
そんなに細部まで書き込
yes.
むわけではないの
I
で。
didn't plan to do a detailed drawing of this.
そうだったらいいのだけれど。
Really? I thought it would be nice. After that, she looked back down at the table to focus on the bracelet she was making. I looked up at her face and immediately imagined her lying in a pool of blood. Damn it. Here I am caught up in my own mess again, even after I've seen what she's been through. It's so horrible that it doesn't seem real. I witnessed it with my own eyes. I have to keep it together and protect Miss Aria. I'm sure I didn't really impress Amane, so there must be another reason I wound up here. Because no one would miss you if you went missing. That's my guess. No matter what that reason is, I know for a fact I can't let him have the run of the place anymore. Miss Aria's safety comes before anything else. I swore this to myself as I picked up my charcoal to draw. The blank canvas was sprawled out before me. I was about to draw a portrait of Miss Aria at her request. At first, I thought a simpler, more abstract design that emphasizes her eyes might be nice, but I want her first oil painting to be a little more proper and detailed. Or Aria eats her soul and body to maintain her young age. It would tie into the vampire theory. Because they did have more help before. They used to have many servants. They said they got rid of them for security reasons, but who knows? Maybe she stole their souls. Or he killed them. It's one of those two. Portraits should make their subjects look stunning, after all. Hmm? Oh my. Your finger! Are you bleeding? Not at all. It's fine. Don't lie, you're definitely bleeding. How did you wind up bleeding after trying to open that small rounded clasp? Sushi, you played killer against actual people? You think it was your best 100 mass so far? Let's go. See? You just need to practice and then you'll get better at killer. And you were worried about playing killer. Hell yeah. How many did you kill? Anxious to play killer because you worry you'll be an ass. You're actually being like conscious about it though, like you got a 4K, they still have 3 gens left. Oh my gosh, they snowballed then. Ooh. The snowballing just sucks sometimes. But yeah, you're just going to be like more conscious about it than like some people. Some people will like actively go out of their way to play like an asshole. Whereas like you, like me, I think we're the same. We try to, if we can't find anyone, and if we go back to hook, we go for the person who's doing the unhooking. Try to not hook the same person twice in a row. Try to evenly distribute hooks. Like, we're just those kind of people. We actually want the survivors to have fun. The only survivors who deserve you, the only kind of survivors who you should be an asshole towards are bully squads. They deserve it. Exactly. Like, that's the other thing. You can do your best not to tunnel, but someone will still probably accuse you of it because they have no idea what it actually means. There are a bunch of people who don't exactly know what tunneling or slugging means. Because it's tiny and the end of these pliers are so big. It's not because I'm clumsy, by the way. But you just need to slide this open bit up and down, don't you? You do this, it should pretty easily... No, give it back. Honestly, you're such a meanie. I can do this Oh my. One of the survivors was unlucky. Went second stage? It wasn't your fault they didn't unhook her. Yeah. It was probably someone like I couldn't watch your match, so it's like it could have been someone was all like, I'm doing this gen, the other person's gonna get it, or same with like someone could have been in the void and not realizing what's going on, like It's always that. It's the same thing in Among Us. You're all like, surely someone else will go fix the lights. Surely someone else will go get that unhook. Has some insane hatchet throws. Proud of it. Even if it wasn't a 4K, you'd still be proud. Nice. That's good then. What if you got no deaths? Would you still be proud? Nice. See? And I think that's a big difference between, like, you and other killers. If they had played that insanely good and didn't get a single kill, they'd be like, fuck this game, the survivors are cheating. Whereas, like, even just getting, like, good hits sometimes, it's all like, damn, I'm actually improving. This is nice. Like, it don't matter how many kills we get. Good hits are good hits. Yep. Totally. Eh. Ichiko? I'm sorry. It's just so strange. You're incredibly good at doing your hair and makeup. You play killer because you want to get or kill it. Exactly. You could be playing the mindless insta-win killer like Kaneki or Krasu, but no, you're being Huntress, who actually takes some skill to use. You actually need to try and, like, line up your shots and figure out what angle to shoot them at. Like, a Huntress takes some muscle memory. Some, like, figuring out and, like, muscle memory. You play as solo often due to the outbreak of people stopping. Want to be good at killers and have to deal with shitty teammates. Yeah. Fair. Well, I think even before a lot of people were taking a DBD break, you were playing killer pretty often, right? And so what? Sheesh, you're so rude. Watch me. I totally know how to make a bracelet all by myself. I said it a bit ago too. If you're playing solo, just play like killer. Yeah. Solo queue is just too stressful as a survivor. I agree. I've never played solo queue, but just even the thought of it is all like, I don't need to play it to know how much it sucks. I can't wait to see that, but we should tend to your finger first. My finger is just fine. You go sit back down in front of your canvas. Okay then. Chance of getting good teammates are so low, but it's not zero. Yeah, but it's really hard to say, like, what the chances are. Like, is it a 50-50 to get a good teammate versus a bad teammate? Or is it more of a 90% likely to get a bad teammate, 10% for a good teammate? Like, slide it up and down, like this? I should be so serious about this. I can't help but look. We finally had some time to ourselves on a summer night, just like I always wanted. Yeah, we'll never know. I want to take care of her, but how can I do that? I had no idea, but I wanted to do something for her, so I picked up my charcoal once again. This will get painted over, but I wrote today's date on the corner of the canvas. There. It was not a photograph, nor was it even a drawing yet. Next P100 will be Huntress. Need to play a lot more to qualify for P100. It's hard to say, because, like, when you play Killer, you just get more blood points. So, like, you might just end up at P100, like, so much faster than when you get Kate to P100. Making note of the date made this miraculous bit of time together feel even more real. Somehow, I let out a satisfied sigh. She looked so cute when she was focused so intently on her bracelet. I should capture some of that. I pulled out my sketchbook, determined to do just that. I flipped through it, looking for a fresh page. I forgot all about this. It's a bit weird now that I look at it again. I'm gonna P3 all of your other survivors before you start working on Huntress P100, since you might as well. You could also do that for killers too. I don't know if you have all of your killers at P3. Make sure just to have the perks available. What are you looking at? Oh, never mind, you have RP3. Okay. See, I wasn't sure if you grabbed any with the Halloween sale, because I know I grabbed a few of them. A napping rabbit and a dog who hates egg on his rice. A dog who hates egg on his rice. That's so odd. I didn't realize you could draw comical things too. That's fantastic and very odd. Two exceptions. Artist is P4, Huntress P11. Got Trickster with the sale and you'll get Plague too. Okay. Yeah, I think I grabbed Unknown and someone else. I don't remember who. Yeah, I grabbed Unknown and someone else. Still missing some killers. Like, I don't think I even grabbed Sue because she's not on sale. Isn't it? I think I was pretty tired when I drew it. Is that why the rabbit is sleeping? It's wonderful to have a sense of humor. It's perfect for a comic strip in the newspaper. Maybe you could try your hand at writing one. Oh, there's no way I could. I disagree. I think you can do just about anything. It's very kind of you, Miss Aria. Maybe I'll try my hand at it if the inspiration hits me. I could take Zaru soba noodles and turn Zaru into Saru. So now it's a monkey. He was monkeying around too much with his food, so now the soba noodles are chasing him, and he has to defend himself with a big fried shrimp. Yes, we're back to the good stuff. The wholesome Yuri romance. Yeah, it's been going back and forth between dark and wholesome Yuri romance. That certainly sounds bizarre. I'm sure it'll be funny. Hey, why did you look away when you said that? You pushed me to think of something original, so I did. Hey, never mind all that. Don't you think this rabbit kind of resembles me? Come on, now you're changing the subject. Forgive me, I was just teasing. It's a fine idea, this fried shrimp wielding monkey versus soba story. Hearing you say it got me all self-conscious. I guess I'll stop monkeying around with it. What's that about? You truly are a strange girl, Ichiko. Why do I get excited so easily? Does it matter if it makes Aria laugh like this? Drawing a comic strip does sound fun, though. Maybe I'll write it after all, off to the side. I'm sure she'd enjoy it. Only played the match because blood point bonus went to Killer. Shit. I'm shocked. Like, blood point killer. Bonus a killer that never happens. Once in a blue moon. Oh no. 2 days later. With Amani still away, there was a brief, blissful period without visitors. But soon enough, that fateful day arrived. You don't have to force yourself. You can wait until you're used to observing everything first. Not forcing myself. I can do it. Is that so? Well, go ahead then. I've never lost consciousness after filling 5 of these thumb-sized vials. I might die if you manage to slice open my aorta, though. I'm joking. I survived my death gash on my thigh, didn't I? Even so, you'll want to put the plastic sheets down. Sometimes blood splatters in ways you'd never imagine. You love playing killer? It's just scary. I feel like you have to live up to expectations of the killer you play. Then you play really well and you're like, oh shoot. I think I kind of feel that too. But like sometimes you want to make sure you're actually like doing good as a killer, but like I'm a little worried with that kind of sentiments because like then you're getting a little close to I have to get a 3K or a 4K every single game. If you know what, I'll accept whatever kills I can get, you know. If I get 1, I get 1. If they snowball and I get 3, I get 3. It is what it is, you know? And for me right now, I think Survivor would be more stressful. Killer is just a time to chill, put some music on, and then you can decide, do I want to kill only half of you today? You know? Never played a guarantee 3 or 4K. If you get a 1K, you'll call that a win for me. Especially for how you feel about my skill level. Hey, it sounds like you're getting pretty good at Huntress. Although, without us seeing our MMR like per usual, it's kind of hard to say. I can't wait for the MMR rework as well, just so, you know, to know. Have patiently for the next customs match. Yeah, I'd still be up for customs. We'll just have to see who even would want to play customs these days. This is giant plastic sheeting typically used in agriculture. I remember wondering why such large amounts of sheeting was in this room the first time I saw it. Keeping the room free of bloodstains was the last thing I expected it would be used for. I was hiding underneath her when she bled that day. Yeah, exactly. So like I don't even know who's okay with customs. Like I just don't know. Father said you're welcome to use the glass bowl there until you get used to everything. Mr. Amane said that? Yes. When I said you wished to help, you told me about a number of tricks he developed. For example, he said for this amount, it's better to poke me with something sharp rather than make an incision. Excuse me. I see. I don't want to take any advice from him, but I don't have much of a choice. I have to set my feelings about him aside and make sure this goes well.
そうなると
Which means,
そうね
yes, that that ice pick should do the job.
アイスピック
An ice pick?
はいどうぞ
Getting a date ready, gotta figure out who's free and when they're free.
これがちょうどいいはずよ
Mm-hmm.
水の入った袋を刺すと思えばいいあとは
Yep.
開いた穴に瓶を当てるだけ
Lobby planning is hard, Sushi. It is. Yes, here you are. It's usually used to break up big chunks of ice, but it's perfect for this. Just imagine you're poking into a bag of water, and then push the vials up against the hole.
腕はボールの上に置く
I'll lay my arm across the
うまく
bowl.
できなければ
If things don't go
そ
so
こに
well,
溜めて
you can use a
中古
syringe
で
to
実際
suck
移
up
せばいいわ
some up from the bowl and fill the vials that way. Aria detailed the horrific procedure like she was describing her hair care routine. She held what looked like some sort of pick out toward me. She wants me to stab her with this? Is she serious? If it was a knife or a scalpel, I could have told myself that people had accidents with knives or got paper cuts all the time. This was not at all what I expected. But if I really think about it, those accidental nicks and cuts never spilled enough blood to fill multiple vials.
お嬢様今鼻血とかって
Miss
急
Aria,
に出たりしませ
you're
んよ
not going
ね
to have a sudden nosebleed by any chance, are you?
どうかしら
Hmm,
試しに
I'm
鼻を
not
打
sure.
ってみる
Want to punch me in the nose and see what happens?
打つわけないでし
No,
ょ
why would I do
自然
that?
に出るならって
I just
ちょっと
thought if you
思っただけ
already had a
です
nosebleed, then this would be easier.
わかってるわ
I know what
い
you
いのよ
meant. I can stab myself with the pick if this is too scary for you.
ダメです
Absolutely not.
私がやるん
It's
です
scary, but I'm going to do
やるっ
it.
て決めたんだか
I
ら
said I would,
や
so
る
I
んです
will.
見てるだけは嫌
I can't just
私
stand and
もお嬢
watch.
様の人
I
生
want
の
to be a
一部
part
に
of
な
your
りたい
life.
から私の人生の一部
Be
に
a part of my life.
そうです
That's right. Aria stared deeply into my eyes, trying to discern whether or not I was serious.
私は
I
本
meant
気
what
で
I said.
How
about we use the inside of my elbow? I'll pinch a little bit up for you, so you have a nice easy target. I'll give it my best shot. I finally managed to get through to her. Now it's my turn to follow through. Terrified enough that I'm terrified enough that I'd better do this right away. Any hesitation is an opportunity to back down. I have to do it. Just do it quickly. I know I can't hesitate. And yet... You're sure? You're sure it won't hurt at all? Honestly, this is getting pathetic. It doesn't hurt in the least, so drive it in deep. Stab too gently, and you'll get no more than you would from a bug bite. Stab me all over if you like. I don't care. Stab her all over? No, I'm not going to do what he did. One tap, nice and deep. One tap, nice and deep. My heart threatened to crawl out of my throat in protest. I swallowed hard to keep it down, and flexed my fingers to focus my strength and ensure I had the best grip on the pick. Here I go. Do it. Oh. What? Does it hurt? You could always use bloody party streamers as well. Some of the other blood point offerings are not bad either. Are you
そんなは
kidding?
ずないでしょ。
Of course not.
欲
I
しい
just
と思って
remembered
い
the
た本
title
の
of the
名前を
book I
思い出
wanted
した
to
だけ。
buy.
今ですか？
Now? Of all times?
仕方ないじゃない。
Was there
そ
another
れよ
better
り
time?
まだ先
And
しか
you've
刺さっ
barely
てない
driven it
わ。
in.
頑張
Keep
って
at it,
いち
Ichiko.
こ。
もっと深くですか? Have to go deeper? Okay. Here we go.
痛い。痛い。
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it really does hurt, doesn't it?
お嬢様。
Miss Aria,
だって、い
it's
ちこが
just
何度も聞
you
くから
asked so many times
どうし
it
ても言って
made
み
me
たくな
want
っ
to
て。
do that so badly.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
もうしな
I
いわ。
won't do it again.
も
Come on. My hands are shaking like crazy. This is so scary.
う怖くないわ。大
It's
丈
not.
夫。
I promise you.
ほら、
Okay.
拗ねていない
Now
で瓶を
stop
持って
whining and pick up a vial.
アイス
You
ピ
can
ックを
take
持
the
っていい
ice
わ。
pick out now.
ゆっくりね。
Do it slowly.
じゃないと
Otherwise, you'll
エ
get
プ
blood
ロン
on
に
your
汚れ
apron.
ちゃう。
I grabbed the ice pick with one hand and covered that hand with the other to try and steady them both as I slowly pulled it out of her arm. Driving it in somewhat didn't feel like stabbing a pick into flesh. Maybe it was because of the adrenaline and force I used, but pulling it out was a different story. I was shaking from head to toe. It wasn't my body being stabbed, but I was very aware of all the flesh and fluids pushing against the pick. I could feel the goosebumps forming on my legs. They spread across my entire body as I pulled the pick out. Wow,
すごい。
there's the blood coming
ちゃん
out.
と血が出てきてる。
It slid over the lip of the vial, gradually filling it.
上手よ。
Good
いちこ。
job, Ichiko.
す
You're
ごく
doing
上
great.
手。
She gently stroked my head like a parent would when complimenting a small child. Normally, I would demand that she treat me more like an adult, but in this case, I was willing to make an exception. That feels nice. What a relief that I was able to go through with this. This is sure to bring me closer to her.
お嬢様。
Saria?
なにいちこ。
What is it, Ichiko? Closer to her not only emotionally, but physically.
お嬢様。
Miss Aria, I...
お
Oh!
ダメ
That
よ。
won't do.
ちゃんと
Keep
瓶
your
を
eye on
見
the
てなくちゃ。
vials. Could also just play a different survivor to not lose all your stuff on Kate. Yeah, absolutely you could. I think it would also depend like what kind of stuff other survivors have as well. I guess if you have most of them to P3, then they probably have something. Hell yeah, Sable, let's go. Good choice, good choice. I couldn't help but think of my own lips pressing against hers one day. I broke out into a giddy smile. What the?
今のってそういう。
Is that what I think it was? Hmm? Just on my forehead?
あら、おでこじゃ
Oh,
不満？
was your forehead
だ
not
ったら
enough?
返して。
Then I'll take it back. Sable will be your next P100 survivor for sure. P400 Sable squad. Oh my gosh. Yes. Although we'll see when I get Sable to P100. Because again, haven't been playing. I know I'm in the 90s somewhere, but yeah. We'll see. I might just have to save up my blood points when I play next.
嫌ですよ。
No, you
これは
don't.
私
It's mine now.
そろそ
You
ろ
need a
瓶を
new
送らなく
vial.
ちゃ。そうしよう。
Okay.
どうすれ
How
ば。
do I...
こちらの瓶は持っている
Don't
から焦
panic.
らないで。
I'll hold this file so you
いち
can
こは
let go.
一度手を拭いた方がいいわ。じゃあ、
Okay,
お願
okay.
いします。
Thank you. I'm
私は
letting
先
go
に
now.
手を拭いて。
Wait,
Aria.
where was the lid? She kissed my forehead. Her lips were so soft. Come on, focus. You can't be thinking about that right now. There's the lid. I wanted to be a part of Aria's life. and I believe I became a part of her life. Probably not in the moment when I stabbed her, but the moment I gave voice to that desire. Thinking back over the last several days, that's where my mind went. It's good night for you, Kumi. Sounds good. It was good to see you. You have a good eep, and we'll see you later. 170 coconut pies on Sable. You're so lucky. I have like nothing. I think I only have five or 0. I have like no coconut pies on Sable. Because that would give you a lot of blood points. Very good, Ichiko. That feels very nice. It's not too ticklish, Miss Aria? No, it's lovely. Could you not say it in that voice? You may feel all weird and self-conscious. Weird how? In what way? I don't know. Don't get so close to me. You're so easily irritated. It's cute. So much so that you might make me feel a little weird too. I don't believe you. Even if you were, you wouldn't do anything about it. Oh my, I beg to differ. What do you want me to do? Ooh, getting spicy. Go on, tell me what you want me to do. Say it out loud and I'll consider it. So mean. It was the middle of August, after the Oban festival. The days were still hot and I was covered in sweat, and so Arya brought me to the bathroom for a bath. She sat on the edge of the bathtub, gleefully looking down at me. The cool air and water felt great against my aching, overheated body. What do I want her to do? I had several ideas in my mind. If asking her to do anything was in the cards, but I knew I had to choose wisely. Otherwise, I might say something embarrassingly honest and get made fun of for it. She won't kiss me unless I act more mature. Just get another lousy peck on my cheek or forehead. Uh-oh. I may have overdone it with the soap. Before I knew it, I had a handful of bubbly suds, so I placed them on top of Arya's pale foot. I ran my thumb along the arch of her foot, as if to rub them in. Her skin is so smooth. I gently slid my fingers in between each of her slender toes and spread them out. Did that feel nice? I'm not sure. You're not sure? How come? I mean, if I'm not sure, then I'm just not sure. It's a very weird sensation. Okay then, should I continue while you figure it out? No. No more. That's enough. I think she liked it. Then you should probably look more upset. If you say it while making such a cute face, I'll just want to keep going. I kept my eyes and ears fixated on her. It felt like the boundary between her life and mind had softened enough to make it okay to touch her. How can I get you to let me in even more? I felt we could just continue down this path. I felt if we could just continue down this path, we could become one. I want to become one with you. I matched her quickened breathing. I let my thoughts drift away. Then all of my foolish thoughts followed as my head emptied. I think it's about time. Oh, you saw what time it is. Time still moves whether we're talking or not, you know. Besides, Father will come looking for me whether I pretend I lost track of time or not. But I don't want you to go, Miss Aria. Look, there he is now. Don't worry, I'll be right back. Aria, we have a visitor. Are you ready? Yes, I'm coming. Aria, you look especially beautiful today. We just need to adjust your bangs a touch. And there, that will do nicely. You go ahead and wait with Akari, okay? I'll be right behind you. Did Mr. Amane just go to his room? If I'm going to get out, now's my chance. I did my best to avoid Amane ever since that night. My fear had long since warped into resentment and hatred. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe whenever I found myself near him. I should talk to Miss Aria about what I saw, eventually. But then what? She probably doesn't even know what happened, and I don't want to hurt her. Ichiko. Mr. Amane. Oops, I thought he went into his room. I'm so sorry for the wait. I finished cleaning the bathroom. Wait, I know what's going on between you two, and it's okay. What's going on? It's too late to feign ignorance. You've been awfully cold and distant as of late, which had me worried. But now I see what's happening. You were hoping to keep it quiet and hidden, weren't you? It's all so clear now. Relax, you're not in trouble, and I'm not going to punish you. Why is he laughing? I should feel a profound sense of relief, but instead I feel disgusted? My heart is racing. This feels gross. As your employer, I find it improper, of course. Given how disconnected Aria is from what is and is not socially acceptable, I'm not surprised she doesn't see how this crosses a line. Considering how cut off she is from the rest of the world in this house, you are the only thing standing between her and boredom. Well, at least your fooling around won't result in an unwanted child, so that much is a relief. I could hear the dull sound of my teeth grinding as I unconsciously clenched my jaw. There was something ugly behind his gentle smile and kind words that put me on edge. You know nothing. You know nothing about either of us. I might know a little something about you. Is that so? Just because we can't have a child, that doesn't mean we can't give birth to something. Oh, is that right? What exactly will you give birth to? Unfertilized eggs? Forgive me, that was an awful joke. Please don't get upset. Life is terribly long. Those who can give birth to something ought to. I welcome this change with open arms. You can continue to do as you please, as long as you keep doing your job quickly and thoroughly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. With that, he made his way down the stairs. I listened to each footstep, clenching my fists harder and harder as the sounds faded away. You welcome the change? I knew he had no interest in me, so I had no expectations. That's why he felt comfortable saying that, even though he could see how things between me and Aria had changed. He didn't even threaten to fire me. He really thinks nothing of me. Doesn't think I have the power to change anything. That was incredibly convenient for me. As long as he thought I was nothing more than a plaything for her, I could be with her. It was perfect. So why did I feel so angry and miserable? Damn it all. I was so frustrated at my own inability to put the reason into words. I wanted to give it form and shape, so I could grab onto it and crush it with my bare hands. It's awful. I have a home and money, and still I suffer. Please, release me from my anguish and resentment. Very well. Please, take this knife. What is this for? By your own hand, your anguish and resentment be cut to ribbons. I can extract my medicine with this? Yes, I hold here in my hands your many years of suffering. No, I cannot hope to contain the amount of suffering you have experienced in my hands alone. You understand? Oh, Lady Aria, how right you are. The extent of my pain is appalling. It spills from your hands. Aria, she got what she paid for. It's all right. She requires special attention, and this will put her at ease. We shall use the back of my neck, which is a very vulnerable spot. Slice me with the blade, nice and deep, and so too shall you be relieved from your hardship and misfortune. Father, I ask only that you stop the bleeding. Yes, of course. Of course I will, Aria. Lady Aria, my God, save me, I beg you. It's like he likes watching her get cut up. I don't... Today's visitor was a woman. That's rare. You think? Of course there are many men who visit, but the Tenkai always had more women than men since the beginning. I see. So today was... Are you always going to ask tons of questions after every visitor shows up? You know what I did, and there's nothing that can be done about it now, is there? That's not what I mean. Wherever you get touched, my touch helps you forget the bad part of all that once I clean the wound, right? So... Don't worry about it. It was just a shallow cut on my palm today, and it's already healed. Sure enough, the hand she thrust into my face had no signs of scarring. You're right. It's gone. Her skin looked faintly peach-colored. It felt a little warmer than usual when I touched it. I could feel my heart skip a beat. The only reason I even noticed a difference was because I'm with her all the time. So why did he feel the need to say what he did? You look like you're about to cry. Is everything okay, Ichiko? No, I'm not about to cry. There's something I need to tell you. Mr. Amane told me today that he knows what's going on between us. Oh, I see. And? Well, what do you mean, and? It doesn't surprise you? Not really. I assumed he already knew. That's why he's been away so frequently these days. He wants us to be able to spend time together without worrying about his presence. She smiled, but my chest felt like it was being squeezed. There's no way that's true. That can't be why. He's not that nice. But I can tell she believes him. It was clear to me in that moment what kind of bond they shared. He was more than a blood relative, despite not being a blood relative at all. I knew I would hurt her if I disrupted that. I can't tell her. I can't do anything about Mr. Amane now. What's that face all about? Don't tell me. You're jealous of my father. No, I'm not.
だったらいいけ
Really?
れど。
I sure hope not.
ね
Anyway, what shall we do
え、今
this
夜は
evening?
どうする？
Are you going to sleep in your
今
own
日は自
room?
分の部屋。
Um,
今日も
would it be
一緒
okay
に
if
寝
I
ていい
slept
ん
in
で
your
す
bed
か？
again?
そうしたら他の人に嫉妬しな
It
くても
would
済むん
certainly
じゃない？
help with all that jealousy, wouldn't
私
it?
と眠れるの
You're
は
the only one who
今あ
gets
な
to
た
share
だけ
my
だも
bed
の。
after all.
お嬢様。
Miss Aria.
じゃあ
Okay
決
then,
まり。
go on, get
先
ready
に
for
寝支
bed.
度を済ませ。
She then lightly tapped me on the nose, scooped a book off the side table, and sat on top of her bed.
寝る前にまた何か読みましょうか。
Do you want to read another story together before we go to sleep?
いいの？嬉しい。
Is that okay?
今日は
I
何
love
に
that.
する？
What should we read?
そうですね。
Good question.
その
What's
本
that
は？
one?
これはダメよ。英和辞典だもの。
That's just an English to Japanese dictionary. We can't read that.
英和辞典。
The
お嬢
dictionary.
様。
Are
英
you
語がわ
fluent,
かるん
Miss
ですか？
Aria?
いいえ。わからないから。こう
No,
して手
which
元に
is
置いてい
exactly
るの
why I
ね。
keep it handy.
時々
Sometimes
海
we
外
get
の新聞を
newspapers
い
from
ただ
other
くから
countries,
知
and
ら
I
ない
need to
単語
look
を
up
調べる
words
の
that I
よ
don't
ね。
know.
内容が分かって気に入った記事は
I cut out the
一番
articles
覚
I
えられ
find
そうにない
interesting
単語のペー
and
ジ
slide
に
them like a
使用
bookmark
印
into
刷
the
に
page
挟
with the
んで
word
る
I'm
の。
most likely to forget the meaning
そう
of.
すると
That
開く
way,
たび
when
に
I
記
open
事
it
が
back
読める
up,
し、
I can reread the article and review what I've learned.
ああ、なん
Oh,
かか
wow,
っこいい。
that's so neat.
その記事は
So,
何
what
が
is
書い
that
てあるんです
article
か？
about? What does it say?
これはアメリカのボストンマラソンの記事よ。今年の4
It's
月
an
に
article about the
Roberta
Boston
さんという方
Marathon in
が
America.
女性で初め
This
てフルマ
April,
ラソン
a
を完
woman
走し
named
たとか。
Roberta was the first woman to complete the full marathon.
委員会が参加を認めなかったゆえに記録は非公
The
認。
organization in charge of the race didn't formally accept her
女性の
application,
体では
so her
マラ
time
ソン
won't be
を走る
recorded.
ことはできない。
Even so, she proved that the rationale of women
ミ
being incapable of running a
ス
full
コンセプション
marathon
迷
was
信である
more
ことを証
nothing
明
more
した。
than a misconception. That's the word. A superstition. Her finger, which had loosely been following the article text, stopped on the word. Her use of the word superstition told me she picked up some sort of nuance from the text. The Japanese word gokai more closely fits the literal definition, but superstition must have fit her understanding of the English better at the time. I was sure that she read that article many, many times before we talked about it. She then returned her attention to the page. I swooned in the presence of her incredible intellect and beauty. It isn't just me he knows nothing about. He doesn't know anything about Miss Aria either. He talks about her like she knows nothing, and yet she's wise beyond her years. Who's the real fool here? I felt like I just awoke from a dream. It was silly of me to fear his words, let alone be hurt by them.
彼女が走っている
I
間、
wonder what kind of breeze was
どん
blowing
な
the
風
day
が
she
吹いた
ran.
かしら。
アメリカの風。
I can't imagine what the air in America is like. Neither can I. Is it dry or
乾いて
humid?
いるのか。
If there were enough flowers and greenery nearby, it would smell mostly like a garden,
周
I
りに花や
suppose.
緑があれば、私も一度は
I'd like to run free like that, as fast as I could. Of course,
あんま
I'm
り
so
不格好
clumsily
で
I can hardly
人
manage
前じゃ
walking quickly in
早
front
歩
of
きが
other
できない
people.
けれど。
不格好って自分の
How
走っ
do
て
you
いる
know?
姿を見
Have you
たこ
ever
と
seen
があるんです
yourself run
か？
before?
いいえ。でも
No, but I don't have
ある
to.
わ。
I just know.
子供の
I've
頃
known
に
this
自
for
覚
as
で
long
き
as
た
I
ことだ
can
もん。
remember. That's why I've always
だから
admired people like
すごく
Roberta.
憧れる。
I wish I could run like
こ
her.
の女性みたいに走れたら。
She lowered her eyes, now lit up with inspiration, back to the article. I learn something new about her every time we talk to each other. I am constantly reminded that I still know nothing about Miss Aria, and that excites me. She's not frolicking around in a grassy field. She's running full speed ahead, tearing through the air. I want to see how she runs. Maybe if I promise not to laugh, she'll run alongside me someday. You're in an awfully good mood today, Mr. Mane. Are you keeping some good news from me?
かいいことでもあったの？
これだけ良くしてもらって不機嫌な
Show
男
me a
が
man
どこ
unhappy
にいる
that someone does for him what you do so
次
well
は
for me,
私の番
and
だ
I'll show you a liar. Now it's my turn. That, yeah, that's, Miss
綺
Ramane.
麗だよ
You're beautiful,
Akari.
Akari. So
すごく
beautiful.
綺麗だ
Damn it. I forgot about something very important.
まずい
I have to go to my room for a
大事
moment.
なことは
そんな、ダメ
Come
よ。
on, don't go. You can do your work later,
後
can't
で
you?
いいでしょ？
でも忘れると困るんだ
I'll be in a jam if I forget. Putting it off now means making a call first thing in the morning tomorrow.
だったら私に任せて。
Leave it to me then.
あま
I
みさん
always
との
think
こと
back on
は
our nights together the
い
next
つも朝に
morning.
思い返すの。
Tell me all about it now while we're
Dakara.
together, and I'll be sure
こう
to
している
remember.
うちに話して。
そうかい
Is that so?
それなら
Well then, I might just take you
君
up
にお
on
願
that.
いしようかな
I don't know, all of his scenes like that just are so uncomfortable. Just, he's a weirdo. Anyways, okay. So, I am starting to get really hungry, so I think it is about that time where we take our extended break for food, everyone. And then when we come back, we won't be continuing on with Iwakura Aria. We will be switching over to some silk songs, so I can give my throat a bit of a rest, alright? Alright, I will see you all later.